Hello everyone, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's practice will be 30 minutes of flow, and then the last 30 minutes will be deep stretching or more of a yin practice. So let's go ahead and begin. Let's do a little bit of pranayama to set our mood and to relax. Go ahead and flip the palms up. Close your eyes, come into a seated position, lengthen through the spine, and go ahead and take a deep breath in. Let's start with a cleansing breath. Inhale, and then just soften through the face, soften through the jaw. Exhale out. And let's go ahead and do that again. Inhale through the nose. Soften through the jaw. Exhale out. And now I invite you to go a little deeper with your breath. Taking your time, inhale for maybe 5, 6, 7 seconds. Just taking your time, filling up, feeling the air. And then slight pause at the top. And then double your exhale out. Notice the sensations in your body. If there's anything heavy on the mind, think of your breath as cleansing and helping to purge things that no longer serve you well. Be in the present moment. Allow this time to be for you. Let's take another breath in. Take your pause at the top. Slow down that exhale. And notice the sensations in your body. What are you feeling in this moment? The shoulders, the chest, the upper back, lower back, the torso, the hips, the legs, the knees, the ankles, and the feet. Let each breath be cleansing. And just feel this lightness you're creating inside. Bring in the coolness of the breath. Pause. Exhale. Purge. And feel it. A few more rounds of your breath. Take your time, going slow. The enjoyment of being still. The only focus is the breath. Back to simplicity. And if you would like, name 3 things that you're grateful for that may help to center you if you are having any problems in this moment, centering with just your breath. Find peace in the third eye. Find those things you're grateful for. Let that help you with your practice and flowing and stretching. Inhale. Again, longer exhale. When you feel like it's right for you, go ahead and bring your hands to heart center, bowing your head, having the thumbs gently tucked to the center of the chest. Take another breath. Feel the heart center, feeling that chakra opening up here. Perhaps even envision a beautiful color of green here. Just for a moment, feeling these sensations, being light on the mat. And when it feels right for you, go ahead and bring the hands back down to the lap. Either keep the eyes closed or a soft gaze to the floor, and go ahead and circle the body. Inhale as you open, exhale as you fold. Deep breaths, remembering those things that you're grateful for to help you through your practice. Let yourself just flow easily and just be comforted. Few more circles. And then let's go ahead and switch opposite way. Inhale, open, exhale and fold. Let's do 2 more rounds. Nice. Let's go ahead and bring those hands behind you. Interlace those fingers. Take the head all the way up. Inhale. Exhale the chin down to the chest. And bring the hands to the floor, fingertips to the side. Chin stays down. And then inhale the hands all the way up. Interlace the fingers and round out the back. Inhale up. Exhale, round it out. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, round it out. And then go ahead and release. Let's come into tabletop position. Have the knees hip distance apart. Curl the toes under. Open through the fingers. Let's come into our cat and cow. We'll inhale, head forward, open up through the heart center. Into our cow. Exhale, round cat. Inhale, head forward, hips back. Exhale, round cat. Inhale again, opening for your cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale. Exhale to your cat. Returning to a neutral spine, take a deep breath in, exhale back to your downward facing dog. Pedal that out, get a nice stretch in through the back of the legs, looking between the legs, stretching in through the hamstrings, the calves, the ankles. You can shift the feet to the left, dropping the hips to the right, and vice versa. You can even bend those knees a little bit if you'd like to do that and just drop. All right, so whatever feels good for you. Take your time in this first downward facing dog. And then on your next breath, go ahead and look between the hands. Come into your plank position. Hold. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Roll the shoulders back and down. And then inhale, come up into a cobra. Or maybe you're just feeling a baby cobra at this point. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Holding here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And let's do that one more time. Inhale all the way up, or maybe just halfway, you choose. It's early in the practice. Exhale. Inhale. This time exhale back to tabletop, to your downward facing dog. And then I'm going to give you an option. You can stay in your downward facing dog, continue to pedal that out. If you want to try your flow with chaturanga, you can do that with me right now. So come into your plank position. I'm going to break it down little by little. So plank, you can even drop to the knees if you'd like. Lower all the way down to the ground. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale up. Maybe you just start with a cobra. And then you come up to an up dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. So that's how you can break it down little by little. If you want to do your true flow, Just coming into your plank position. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for your up dog. Exhale, down dog. So you decide. You can skip that all together. You can break it down piece by piece just like I did. Work up to the full flow. Go ahead and come into stillness in your down dog. Look between the hands. Walk your feet to the outside edges of your mat. You're going to come into your ragdoll. Lift up a little bit and let the upper body just sway. If you'd rather just stay in stillness, that's fine too. So you can sway back and forth. Maybe picking up the feet, getting into the spine, into the neck, releasing, relaxing, letting go. And then maybe coming into stillness. Go ahead and walk your feet in and then roll yourself up nice and easy. Take the hands all the way up, hands to heart center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward bend. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, rise up all the way. Hands to heart center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward bend. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, step back to your plank position. Hold. Now decide if you want to go straight back to downward facing dog or take a flow. If you're going to take a flow, you'll inhale. Remember, you can break down that chaturanga piece by piece if you want, or for your full flow, you'll come into that chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And you can still do that with your knees down for that chaturanga as well. Take 1 to 3 breaths, looking between the legs. And then look between the hands, walk or jump your feet to your hands, lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up all the way. Hands to heart center. Inhale, rise. Go ahead and grab onto your left wrist and bring it over. Nice side body stretch. Engage through the belly, engage through the glutes. Go ahead and look up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Lifting up, switch, other hand, reach it over. And then inhale, looking up. Exhale, center, rising up. Inhale, exhale, forward bend. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, step back to your down dog. I know it probably threw you for a loop there, right? All right, when you're in your downward facing dog, look between the hands and then come into your tabletop. Go ahead and sweep your right leg forward for a low lunge. Want to open up the hips. Hold here for a moment. Inhale, exhale. Curl the back toes under if they aren't already, and then go ahead and lift that back knee up. Take the right hand up, opening up. Inhale. And then exhale that hand down. Sweep that right leg back to plank position. Inhale. Decide to either hold your plank or take a flow. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. So let's all come now into our downward facing dog. And then we're going to come back into our plank. Drop to the knees and tabletop. Left leg forward for a low lunge. Make sure this knee is right on top of the ankle there. Curl the back toes under, get a nice stretch in the back of that foot. And then plant that right hand, that back knee comes up and the left hand comes up. Opening up here, reach. Inhale, add a little twist. Exhale, bring that hand down. Take your front foot back to plank position. Hold. Decide if you want to go straight to down dog, or I'll break down that chaturanga piece by piece. Remember, you can be on the knees. You can lower all the way down to the floor. Right? You can start in that cobra and then up dog. And then you don't have to go all the way straight to down dog first. You can transition tabletop to down dog if you'd like, and pedal that out. Inhale, exhale. On your next breath, take the right leg up to the ceiling, pulse that leg up for 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee to nose in plank position. Hold, belly nice and tight. Step between the hands, spin the back foot, rise up, warrior 2. Opening up. Hold right here. You want to look over that second finger of your front hand for warrior 2. Breathe. Open through the toes, expand through the arms, open through the fingers. And then we're going to come into a reverse. Inhale, open. Exhale, warrior 2. Breathe. Inhale, open. Exhale, warrior 2. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior 2. Hold. Let's flip to the back of the mat and do the same thing. Turn that front foot and then turn the other foot. Warrior 2 on the other side, right? Holding here. All right, and I want to scoot back. Inhale, reverse. Opening up. Come back into your warrior 2. Inhale again. Reverse. Exhale, warrior 2. Breathe. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior 2. Hold. Turn your front foot. So now you're facing away from the mat. And now you're going to bring both hands onto the shoulders, bend your knees, and bring it forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Bring those feet in. Sideways on the mat. I know. It's good stuff. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward bend. Stay sideways on the mat. Having fun today. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up all the way. Hands to heart center. All right, we're going to come into our eagle. Yes, still sideways onto the mat. Roll the shoulders back. Engage through the belly. And then you're going to go ahead and take your right leg. So you're going to put all your weight into the left leg, your right leg. That heel comes up. I'm going to bend my supporting leg. Lift, cross over. You can even use a block here if you'd like, or just have that foot as a little kickstand. Maybe it's up, maybe you've got it all the way. Easy arms right here, or if you want to open up more through the shoulder blades, grab your shoulders, right? And you can also do your true eagle arms if you'd like. Holding here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Excellent. Uncross, inhale, rise. Exhale, forward bend. Yep, we're still sideways on the mat. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Enjoy this forward bend for a moment. Inhale, rise up all the way. And hands to heart center. Moving on to the other side, go ahead and put all the weight into that right hip. We're going to inhale. Go ahead and take that leg over. You can use that foot as a kickstand if you need to, right? You can even have that foot, like I said before, on a block and cross it over, right? Here's one method. Here's another method, right? Or those eagle arms, up to you. Hold, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Nice. Slowly release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward bend. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, forward bend. This time, walk your feet out wide. So now you're in wide leg forward bend. Take that right hand up, inhale. Exhale the back of that hand to the small of the back. Hold, breathe. Remember, you can also modify. You can be above, take that hand above the knee if you'd like, okay? Inhale that hand up. Exhale that hand down. Take the other hand up. Inhale. Exhale the back of that hand, the small of the back. Looking up or looking to the side, just depending if you have any neck issues. Inhale that hand all the way up. Exhale, wide leg forward bend. Turn to the back of the mat for pyramid. All right. So your left leg should be forward. Engaging here. On your next breath, step your front foot back to downward facing dog, right? So still to the back of the mat. Go ahead and take your flow or stay in your down dog. That's up to you. If you're going to take your flow, you'll inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back down dog. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. On your next breath, you're going to take your right leg forward for pyramid. So holding here for your pyramid. Breathe through this. Get that extra stretch through the back of the legs. Deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. And then we're going to change it up actually. You're going to turn sideways onto your mat, wide leg forward bend, and then turn to the front of your mat. Bring your back foot in so you're in forward bend. You're to the front of your mat now. Inhale, rise up all the way. Hands to heart center. Nice. Let's keep the right leg forward, left leg goes back for high lunge. Both arms are up for high lunge. Opening up here, breathe. Let's come into goddess arms, opening up here. Inhale, exhale, breathe. Take the arms, inhale, open, exhale, bring them together. Inhale, open, exhale, bring them together. Inhale, open, come back to your eagle arms here. Eagle arms, all right, so my left hand is on top. Remember, your hands can go onto your shoulders. Take the arms up, inhale, exhale, little crunch. Inhale, exhale, crunch. Inhale, up, exhale, crunch. Inhale, open up to goddess arms. Breathe. Hands come to center to the heart, and even the forearms come together. Lift up, turn sideways on the mat, and then turn backwards on the mat. High lunge. Hold right here. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Nice. All right, right hand is on top. Eagle arms. Remember that technique with the shoulders? You can do that too. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come on. Stay in your eagle arms. And then turn to the side, lift, goddess arms. I know we didn't do goddess arms on the back of the mat, so we're gonna do it here. Inhale, rise. Exhale, turn to the front, and then step forward. Nice. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward bend. Lift up halfway. Inhale, exhale, step back to your plank. Little rock and roll here. Bring it forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Decide if you'd like to take a flow or go straight back to downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back down dog. Pedal that out. And then come into stillness. Look between the hands. Walk or jump your feet to your hands. Lift up halfway. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up all the way. Hands to heart center. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Hold here, breathe. Pull the belly in, sitting back into that chair. Let's bring this down for 5. We're pulsing. 4, 3, 2, hold. Hands to heart center. Spin yourself to the right side or twist. Inhale, exhale. Maybe open up those arms. That's up to you. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Opening up. Breathe. Inhale, center. Rise up all the way. Inhale, exhale, back to chair. Hold. Right heel comes up. Lift. Hold it. Hold. Release. Nice job. Inhale the left heel up. Hold it. Steady. And release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward bend. Lift up halfway. Inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Nice. Inhale, rise up all the way. Hands to heart center. All right, to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise again. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, take the right leg up to standing split. Pulse that leg up for 5, 4, 3, 2. You can stay right here to get that stretch. If you want to bend that knee to get a quad stretch, reach back for it. That's fine. Notice my supporting knee is slightly bent. Hold. You can have a block on that left hand if you need to. Lengthen that leg. Pulse it again. Lift, lift. 2 more and bring it down. Forward bend. Inhale, exhale. Maybe go a little deeper in that forward bend if it feels right for you. You choose. And then lift up halfway. Inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale the left leg up to the ceiling. Hold here, standing split. Lift, lift. 2 more. And then decide if you want to stay here or bend that knee. Perhaps you reach back. All right, so my supporting knee slightly bent. This is my weaker side, as you guys can see. We all have that one side that's stronger than the other. Go ahead and lengthen if that knee is bent. Inhale, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back to your plank. Once again, come back to that rocking and rolling for 5, 4, or think of it as calf raises. 2 more, and then come into that chaturanga flow or straight back to your down dog. Remember that chaturanga? And it doesn't have to be all the way down. If you noticed, I wasn't hitting all the way down. Those arms, those elbows, shy of 90 degrees. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. And then returning to tabletop position, sweeping the right leg forward for low lunge. Take the arms up or a crescent, opening up. Inhale, the back toes are curled under to get a stretch through the back of that foot. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep back to your half split. Inhale, rise, opening up. Exhale back, half split, right? And if you're feeling it at this point, perhaps you come all the way down. You don't have to. Breathe. Returning to lunge or crescent, rising up, inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down. Front foot goes back to plank position. Hold right here. Steady, breathe, just holding plank. Inhale and exhale. Stay strong, squeeze through the glutes, squeeze through the core. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Pedal that out if you need to. If you need a child's pose in between, take a child's pose. Come into stillness. And then go ahead and look between the hands. Come into plank position. Bring the left knee to nose. And then step coming into your low lunge on the other side. Rising up. Let's do something a little different on this side. Let's interlace those fingers at the top. Reaching forward, add a little arch to the back if it feels right for you. Coming up. And now let's do a couple side bends again. Open to the side. Exhale to your right. Inhale, center, exhale over to your left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bring those hands down. Bring your front foot back to plank position. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's bring those knees down and then have the knees wide. Bring the big toes together and let's come into our Balasana child's pose. Reach it forward. Open through the fingers. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. All right, let's return to the low lunge to really open up through the hip flexors. We're nice and warmed up. We're transitioning to our yin practice. So right leg is forward. And then just take a few deep breaths. Again, make sure this knee is right in line with the ankle, right? You don't want the knee over the toes. So check in with your body. Notice how you're feeling. I always like to curl my back toes under to get a nice stretch through the foot. If you want to untuck the toes, that's fine too. Just take the time. You should feel this on the left side opening up. Since we're nice and stretched out, continue to just take some deep breaths in the yin practice, opening up. And if you need to, I'm going to grab a block a moment, but stay in your lunge. Right. So you can have a block to the side. You can have two blocks, one on either side if you need to stay up a little bit higher. All right. So keeping this knee stacked in line with the ankle, holding, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. If it feels right for you, you can always come down a little bit lower, coming into your lizard. And if it's too much, stay up on, all the way up. Maybe you're still on that other knee. Okay, so do what's right for you. Continue to open up through that left hip flexor. Imagine you can breathe into that space. Inhale, exhale. Inhale again. Exhale out. One more breath. And then go ahead and rise up. And then we're going to go to that adductor. So all you're going to do is switch. I'm going to turn my back knee forward. And then I'm going to plant that foot. I'm going to make it a real easy transition here. Plant that foot coming into that gate pose. We're going to inhale. You can come down onto a block, onto your hands or forearms. And you can be all the way down onto the mat. All right, keeping that foot facing forward. Feel that stretch through that adductor. You can hang the head so you feel the stretch of the back of the neck. Deep breaths. Anything to feel that stretch of the neck. You're going to come down to the floor. You can do that too. Maximizing that stretch. Check in with yourself as far as mentally, physically. Are you still focusing on what you're grateful for? Centering yourself. Taking those deep breaths. And then stay active here. Pull away from that foot. Feel that through that adductor. And then when you're ready, slowly take your time coming up, and we're going to transition to the back of the mat. We're going to come into low lunge on the other side. All right, so now you should have your left foot forward. Again, make sure, check in with your knee, that your knee is in alignment with the ankle and then with the toes. I always like to curl my toes under, as you know, but you can have them untucked. Okay? Just breathe, inhale, exhale. Open up through that right hip flexor. Breathing deeply. few more breaths. If you want to come down a little bit lower, come on the inside of that leg. That feels good for you. Go ahead and go for it. And then when you're ready, slowly make your way up. Feel that stretch. Always feels good. And then let's go ahead and lift up. And then you're going to turn your body to the side again. All right. So plant that foot, that back knee that turns in. All right. You can use your block if you need to. You're going to come down forward. You're in that gate pose, stretching through that adductor of that straight leg. Inhale, exhale. Pretend as if you're pulling away from that foot so you can feel that stretch even more. Just breathe. One or two more breaths. Holding here, continue to pull away from that foot. And then when you're ready, slowly go ahead and just bring that leg in, and then we'll turn to the front of the mat. Curl the toes under, and we'll come into our hero's pose. Take a moment just stretching through the feet. Inhale, exhale. One more breath. And let's take the time to stretch through our quads. So opening up, untuck the toes, coming down into our hero's pose. You may decide to stay here. This may be enough for you. If you'd like to go back a little bit more, you can either use a block or not use a block if you wanted to, and just open up here through the chest. That might feel really good. You may want to focus a little bit more on those quads and walk yourself down. Right, so you can go all the way down in your mat. I won't be going all the way down, but feel free, if that's in your practice, to lay all the way down onto your back, knowing that you can get back up. Breathe through this, feeling a nice stretch again through those quads. Just hitting them one more time after going through our lunges, our crescent pose. So this should feel real good, just reclining, getting the whole torso stretch. Inhale, close the eyes, exhale. And then you can even drop through the head if you'd like. I mean, there are options too. If you want to go lower, you can always go down onto the forearms, right? Bending all the way back, right? So you can use a block for that if you wanted to. I'm going to come up a little bit higher, just to hold here. But I wanted to give you all those different options. You can use a block or not use a block. And just breathe. And then when it feels right for you, let's go ahead and come into tabletop position. And then lower all the way down to the belly. And then let's bring our legs, our soles of the feet together. We're going to open up through the hips, through the sacrum. Keep the hips down, and then just press your feet towards the floor. And then your upper body can be I like to call it a belly down shavasana. You can have your head to the left or to the right or down, whatever's easiest for you to breathe. Just continue to focus on pressing those heels down towards the floor. And if it feels good, you can walk those legs in even more if you want. You choose your intensity. And if you're super flexible, you might be able to already have those heels or those feet all the way down to the floor. That also has a lot to do with how we are built. No matter how much I stretch because of my bone structure and everything, I'm pretty confident that I don't think I'll ever be able to get my feet all the way down to the floor, which is fine. So know your limitations. So sometimes it's not how much you stretch. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. It's awareness of the body, how we're able to move. Let's take a few more breaths here. And then when it feels right, go ahead and release, relax, and then lengthen the legs, roll the shoulders back and down. Go ahead and tuck the toes, lift the knees up off the ground, inhale, exhale, lower the knees back down, untuck the toes, come up into your cobra. And then let's come into baby cobra or seal as they call it in yin. Roll the shoulders back and down, open through the fingers. Continue to imagine you're lengthening through the legs like someone's pulling you from the ankles, right? Just imagine that in your mind. Have the upper body open, shoulders are back, and then the head just reaching all the way tall to the ceiling. Deep breaths. And then when it feels right, slowly make your way down. Maybe 1 or 2 breaths to come into full cobra. All the way up, shoulders back and down, opening, still opening through the hips. We did lunges, so you should feel pretty open through those hip flexors. 1 more breath. And then let's return back to our child's pose. Have the knees wide. Big toes come together, and let's walk our child's pose to the right side. Let's cross our left hand over the right. Get a nice stretch in through the latissimus dorsi. Deep breaths, inhale and exhale. Returning to center, inhale, and then exhale to the other side. Take that right hand, cross it over the left. Two more breaths. When you're ready, come back to center. Keep the forearms on the ground. Untuck those toes. We're going to come into our dolphin. just for a moment. We're not going to hold it very long. I want you to open through the hands. Come into your, think of it as child's pose, and then we're coming into tabletop, excuse me. Curl the toes under, and then exhale, lengthen through the legs here. So you're getting deep in through those ankles. Those legs don't have to be completely straight. The knees can be bent, right? Or if you want to lengthen all the way, pushing those heels down, feeling this deep stretch through the legs, through the ankles, through the calves. Take about 3 breaths. And then bring the knees down, returning to a well-deserved child's pose. Take the arms wide and open through the fingers. Get a nice stretch through the upper part of the back. Breathe. Go ahead and slowly roll yourself up. Good. A little cat-cow there. All right, so little cat, little cow. That always feels good for the spine. All right, let's bring those legs through and we will go into our middle split. All right, roll those shoulders back. Take those arms up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, round it out in the back. Returning to that cat-cow spine. Opening, inhale. Exhale. Nice. Inhale, exhale, release. Go ahead and fold your right leg in and then your left leg back. Yes, still sideways on the mat. We're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to turn our body to the right side and then walk it down. Opening up here, lengthening, maybe even adding more of a twist this time. If you're feeling a little bit more open, take a few deep breaths. One more breath. And then go ahead and push yourself up, roll the shoulders back and down, and take a deep breath in. Push into the mat, shoulders back and down, just like we did in Cobra. And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. And I still have both knees bent. If you really want to extend your back leg into full pigeon, feel free to do so. We won't be here too long, just really opening up here. Come all the way up. Nice. Bring the back leg in. Little windshield wiper. And then go ahead on the other side. Take that left leg forward, right leg back. Flex both feet. Rising up, engaging through the belly. Take those arms up. Maybe if you want, interlace again. Open, open, open. Twist to your left. Drop those hands. I mean, you can stay all the way up, or if it feels good to you, bring it all the way down. Inhale, exhale. If you want a little bit more, go ahead and twist. Hold. Few more breaths. And then coming back up. Inhale, press into the mat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then when it feels right, go ahead and twist to the front. Inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Take a moment, just deep breaths. It's a great posture to focus on the sacral chakra. So if you're wanting to see just the beautiful, tuning into those chakras, the beautiful lights, focusing on an orange light here. Let it surround you. Feel at peace. And then slowly come all the way up. Bring that back leg in. Put a windshield wiper. And then go ahead onto your back. If you have a block or a thick book, go ahead and grab that. And you're going to lift your glutes up. You're in your bridge. You're going to slide that block under. And then find that nice sweet spot. Just a little bit above the glutes, low part of the back. Lengthen through the legs. If that's too much pressure into your low back, then keep the knees bent. Palms facing up. I always feel like this is a great way to relax and to completely open up the body. You're opening up through the chest. You're opening up, especially through those hip flexors. More and more people are tight through these hip flexors. I'm always taking the time to really open up. And it feels good too, because the more that you take the time to open up in the front body, especially through the hips, you're going to help your low back as well. Because there can be a lot of imbalances here where if you're stretching a lot of the hamstrings and the low back, but you're tight here, you can still feel a lot of tension in through the low back. So let's rest here for a few moments. Palms facing up, completely relaxed. Again, if it's too much for the legs to be straight, go ahead and keep those knees bent then. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once again, come back to those 3 things that you're grateful for, or maybe you just want to focus on one in this moment. Let yourself feel light, feel positive. Let yourself just shine. And then slowly, slowly go ahead and release. Bending those knees if your legs are straight, lifting those hips up, sliding the block away. And then coming into your final posture, Shavasana. Go ahead and place one hand onto the belly and one hand onto the heart. Let's return to our breath. Take an inhale. Really fill up all the way. Take that nice cleansing breath out. Inhale. Exhale out. One more time. Inhale. Just let it all go. Release. Think of it as an ocean wave just crashing and just purging right here. No longer control the breath. You can keep your hands where they are, or you can also bring them down to the side, just enjoying being here on the mat. Feel at peace, knowing what you're grateful for, knowing all the things that you've done today, yesterday, this past week. What journey did you take? No more thoughts. Just let yourself be present, and enjoy these next few moments. Slowly begin to wiggle toes and fingers. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. You can either take a good morning stretch, as I like to call it, opening up, or take the knees to the chest. Rock it out here. When the timing is right for you, roll to the left or to the right to slowly pick yourself up. Take your time. And then we'll all join in a seated position with hands to heart center, bowing our head, having our thumbs gently tucked to the center of the chest. Eyes are closed. With love and light always. The light in me honors the light in you. Let us all go with peace and love, with much gratitude. We'll bring our hands to the middle of our forehead, to our third eye. Always with love. Namaste. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this class, don't forget to hit the like button.